I've been diagnosed with cancer.
I'm going to be strong and I'm gonna go and fight through this because I'm 23 and I have a whole life ahead of me. I can do this. It's just another step back.
I've been diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma.
This is my best friend.
It's harder than I thought it would be. I just finished chemo. I hate chemo. I really don't want it anymore.
I just tested positive on the Rona.
Merry Christmas.
I keep pulling stuff out and it's... I love this! What a day, what a day. Oh no, what am I doing? My face is swollen. Everything that I touch right now, like, hurts. Woo, we finished day number 1. I went to the gym this morning. I'm scared. We're in the elevator. It's gotta go. I'm officially graduated. Something happened. Hand this in. Oh, what's happening?
Good morning. It is pet scan day. How exciting. It's early. I'm not awake. Oh. So let's go. Come and tag along with me again. It's a very exciting day. I'm so low in energy. I slept a lot of hours last night because I slept quite early for my standards. Because normally I fall asleep at 2 a.m. But I think I slept earlier than that. So that's good. But yeah, I'm tired. So last time I was here, they sent me home because I couldn't get an IV in my arm. So I'm a little traumatized to be here today. I have a little bit of anxiety, but they're sending me to the holding, which I don't know if that's just a Dutch term or just a term for the hospital that I go to, but that's the place where they can put an IV in with an ultrasound, with the help of an ultrasound. So I am an hour earlier than my PET scan just so I can get that IV with the ultrasound. Sorry, I was distracted. Oh, that was a parking spot. Okay, let me just see. Let's do this one. But we're here early, in time, so I'm not expecting any phone calls from anybody telling me or asking me where I am. Oh, I turned my wind wipers off. It is early, so I'm not missing the not eating part of the day. So I'm not hangry, so that's good for them, because if I'm hungry, I'm the worst possible human being alive. Okay, let's go. The IV is in. I have to lay in a chair for 50 minutes. About 20 minutes have passed. I'm listening to the Zane and Heath Unfiltered podcast, so that's getting me through my time. But yeah, as you can see, the IV is in my arm. Let's go back to sleep. I felt dead asleep in that scan, but we did it. I had food. I just realized I filmed in slow motion. I hope I didn't do that with any of the other videos, but what I was saying to the camera is that I have my food and I have my coffee, so I am good to go to the Spider-Man premiere, which is up next on my schedule. But yeah, I'm not cranky anymore. PET scan is over with and I'm getting the results in a week. So I got something to tell you guys. I did not get my results after a week. I went to the Spider-Man premiere and that movie, like, I was sitting down for like 3 hours, and when we walked out of the cinema, I saw that I had missed calls from this number that I figured was the hospital, and I got so nervous because it's never a good sign when a hospital calls you multiple times, and especially not since you had a PET scan that morning. So I walked out of the cinema, I looked at my phone, and I was like, dang it. I was with my niece Rihanna and with her boyfriend Ruben, and suddenly I get another phone call. So I decided to pick up, and it was my doctor on the other side of the line, and he was like, Romee, I wanted to send you into the weekend with joy and peace. I just wanted to tell you that your scans came out clear and I'm going to sit back and I'll see you next week. And I was like, excuse you? What are you telling me right now? I wasn't expecting that phone call at all, let alone with that news. So I started shaking and I got very emotional right there on the spot in front of the cinema, in front of all these people that walked out. And Rihanna and Ruben were looking at me from like a distance, like what the hell was going on? And he repeated to me that everything looked fine and that he wasn't concerned about my situation anymore. And he told me goodbyes and said, well, I'll see you next week, because I was still getting the appointment, because he was still going to show me the scans. And we hung up the phone. I remember walking over to Ruben and Rihanna and telling them, I'm cancer free. And they looked at me and they were like, what? They needed like 2 seconds to realize what I was saying. And then I said it again and we just freaked out. We freaked out. After like the news settling down, we decided to go to my best friends, Tess and Lisa, to go and tell them the news. And we went over there and we popped champagne and that was it. Telling it to my camera right now doesn't even feel real. That day was December 16th, 2021. I am giving you this news now because I needed time to really comprehend what actually happened, and I wanted to see the scans myself first too. So a week later we went to the appointment and he showed me the scans. I went with Rihanna and my best friend Lisa. These are the scans. So as you can see, this is how we started off, and this is the last scan. On the last scan, however, you can see a tiny dot, but comparing it to a scan I had 2 months before that, it is a huge difference. And I didn't have
any chemo or radiation or pills or whatever during those 2 months. So we can definitely state that the tiny dot is residue from radiation, because the scan 2 months before that showed residue of the radiation as well. We can clarify that because we weren't sure whether or not that was residue, scar tissue from radiation, or if it was still the tumor, but we can state that it was residue of the radiation. But still, after seeing the scans, it still didn't really hit me that it was all over. The doctor told me that he was going to call me 3 months later, so in probably like 2 months or so, and then I get the option if I want to do a PET scan or if I'm just letting it go. And I decided for myself that I do want to do that PET scan just to make sure that everything is all right still, and I hope that that PET scan is going to give me a bit more rest and peace about everything, because it's been some time since I found out and it still hasn't hit me. I don't understand how this all happened, because I was at such a high with everything, and I thought that we had to go into immunotherapy and looking for a stem cell donor. I was fully prepared for that. I just wasn't fully prepared to let it all go. I gave myself some time to comprehend what news has been given to me, and I gave myself time to tell friends and family in real life, because I didn't want to tell people over the phone. I wanted to surprise them, but that took me a little longer because it was during the holiday season and Corona is still going on, and after New Year's a lot of my friends went into quarantine, so it took me a little longer to see most of the people that I wanted to tell it to in real life. At some point I gave up, and I did text some people the news, and I did call some people with the news. I have that all on camera, so I'll be posting those reactions pretty soon. And I am so happy to be sharing this news, but it's not hitting me yet, because I think that what most people don't realize is that the hardest part is yet to come, or is currently happening to me right now, because a huge part of my life disappeared. No more hospital visits, no more standard appointments, no more PET scans for now. I mean, if we don't count the one that's coming up in like 1 or 2 months. It is an emptiness in my life right now, and I have to fill that up with my life, and that's been really difficult for me. I'm super grateful that everything is over, yet I'm super scared for the future, because now I actually have to make choices for my future, and I have to do things for my future. And at one point in my life I never thought that I was able to do that. So it is this different mindset of having to get back to the Romee I was before cancer, but I'll never be that old Romee again. There will always be a fear that the cancer will return. I will live with fear and anxiety every single day, and that gives me a lot of anxiety, but I'm positive. I've been through all this. It took me 1.5 years to get through all this, and it's over. A new chapter is beginning, and it was a great start of 2022. I just have to make it make sense to me, and that has been really hard. Again, I'm so grateful and I'm so happy and I'm so proud of myself that I've been through all of this. It hasn't settled in yet. I don't know when that moment is going to come. I think it's kind of coming now, talking to my camera while I'm all alone, but it's the process, and I have to make something of my life, and I have to deal with the consequences that came out of this whole journey. That's also going to be a very difficult journey. But I'm ready. I am ready to continue on and to make new steps and to start something new. And I'm just really happy to be able to make this video. So I really want to thank you guys for following me along my cancer journey. It's not the end, because even though they declared me cancer free, one step at a time, and that's going to be a journey as well. So I'm going to be following that journey as well, and I'm really grateful to be starting something new and to be able to make those steps. I don't know, I hope I make sense. It's okay to feel this way too. Because even though I'm happy, I'm also scared, because mentally I have to make some big steps, and I still have a lot going on in my life that I have to deal with. For now, I gave myself the time to comprehend, tell everybody, and kind of like celebrate with myself and just come to peace with myself and really try to realize what it is that I did the past year and a half. I did all this. I did YouTube. I graduated. I moved to a different place. And I saw people come and go. And that's something that has to all settle in at some point, because during chemo, during radiation, I was all about go, go, go. And I kind of turned my emotions off. And now it's time to turn myself back on. But yes, I am cancer free. It's been a long time coming. And for those of you out there who are still battling cancer, you can do it, and I'm proud of you for doing it. And for those of you who've been watching my cancer journey, thank you guys so much for sticking around and being that positive influence on me that kept me going. I have a lot of fun, more things to share, and I hope you guys will stick around for that too. But for now, this is my update, and I want to thank you all so much for watching this video once again. And I'm gonna do my outro once again. If you like this video, which I do, so you should too, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to see more content about my process after cancer and my life after cancer, because I'm so much more than my cancer. I know a lot of you guys commented like, perhaps you want to see updates on your cancer. Well, I'm more than just my cancer. So subscribe if you want to see more of me. Turn your notification bell on so you know whenever there is a new video. And I will see you all next time. And again, thank you guys so much for the support. It has meant, and it means so much to me. I love you all, and yeah. Bye.